Real estate investors, listen up, because I have some information to share with you that will affect your cash flow and your operations. And I'm talking about the rise of the property taxes. Now, we've already seen the rise of the interest rates and the rise of the home prices, and now property taxes? And specifically the property taxes for Jackson County, Missouri. As you may know, some of these homeowners are on their quest to combat these taxes, and you can do the same thing too. By the way, if you are new to me, my name is Nikki Burns, and I help six-figure multifamily buy and hold investors save on average $50,000 in taxes and maximize their cash flow so they can add more doors to their portfolio using my wealth method. And before we get started, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so we can help other real estate investors find this video and they can take action as well. So let's get started. Okay, now just to give you some background on the property tax assessments, what they are, when and how they are completed, who sets the tax rates, and how to appeal the assessed value so you can ensure that you pay your fair share in taxes. Now, these assessments are notices that assigns an estimated market value on a property, and these are determined by the assessors. In Missouri, these assessments are completed every other year, specifically on the odd number years. And these assessment notices are sent out by mid-April to the homeowners. So that gives them an opportunity to review the assessed value and appeal any inaccuracies that they see on the calculations. And the taxing authorities, they set the tax rates. So the taxing authorities would include your school boards, fire districts, water districts, libraries, cities, counties, and so forth. And the property taxes are calculated based on multiple factors, such as the property's market value, changes in government budgets, tax levy, the property classification percentage, and other economic influences. Now, you may be wondering, what is the classification percentage? Well, these are the maximum assessment ratios of a property's true value. So each asset type has its classification percentage attached to it. So residential is 19%, agricultural is 12%, and commercial and other properties are 32%. The formula that is used to calculate your final tax bill is the market value, and they multiply that by the classification percentage, which would equal the assessed value. And then they would multiply that assessed value by the tax levy to get your final tax bill. Let me show you an example of how your tax bill will be calculated. So let's say that you have a single family resident with a property value or market value of $250,000. And we multiply that by the classification percentage. So being that it's residential, that will be 19%. So we would take $250,000 times 19%, which will give us an assessed value of $47,500. Now let's say that the tax levy is 10%. So 10% of that $47,500 would be $4,750. That will be your final tax bill. Now let's just say that you know the value of your property, you know what properties are selling for in the area, and let's just say that you know for sure that the county had made a mistake in the assessed value. So let's say that they mistakenly said that your single family property was worth $500,000. And we're going to use the same numbers. So the classification is 19%. So we multiply that $500,000 by 19%. That gives us $95,000 assessed value. And then we multiply that by the 10%. That will give us a tax bill of $9,500. Let's say that you have never appealed this and you assumed that everything was accurate. Then you would have overpaid $4,750 in taxes, as opposed to you appealing that and bringing it down to the real value of $4,750. And for 2023, there have been numerous of homeowners that are out there fighting and appealing their assessment values. And the Jackson County Assessor's Office have announced that the deadline to file a property valuation appeal without an appointment with the Board of Equalization was July 31st, 2023 by 11:59 p.m. But don't worry, because if you miss that deadline, you can still file an appeal via appointment with the Board of Equalization. And I'll drop that link below in the description. And after you file the appeal, the board will notify you 7 to 10 days before your hearing. And the board will be hearing appeals all the way up until September 2023. So you don't want to wait too long. And just to provide you all some statistics, as of August 3rd of 2023, the Jackson County have received 54,439 appeals, and only 13,000 of those appeals have been resolved. Now you're probably wondering, how would this affect my cash flow and operations? Well, think about it. Higher property taxes will reduce your net operating income, which will leave you with less cash to reinvest or cover expenses. 2, a decrease in your cash flow can lead to lower returns on investment, causing you to reassess your investment strategy. And on top of that, you may be forced to pass the increased tax burden onto your tenants, causing them to pay higher rents, thereby potentially affecting your occupancy rates and property values. But the good news is there are solutions to help you through these challenges. The first one is assessing your portfolio, reviewing your property's assessment values for accuracy, and appealing any inaccuracies with the Board of Equalization. Number 2 is staying informed about local tax incentives for property owners. Now, there are incentives that you can take advantage of that will maximize your tax savings and reduce your tax liability. Number 3 is considering a 1031 exchange, where you can defer the capital gains tax by investing your profits in other properties that align with your long-term goals. And the fourth one is diversifying your portfolio to spread the tax risk across different markets and property types. So if you found value in this video and would like to know how you yourself could maximize your cash flow using our wealth method, then click the link below in the description to book a call with me, and I will see you guys on the next video.